Scoobity bobbity boop, beebity bop, boobity boo. Welcome to the live stream. We are live right now on your screen. Welcome to the live stream. Baby, show 'em.
It's not fake. It's real life.
It's not fake. It's real life. Just believe what you see in front of your eyes. It's a live stream.
We ain't bots.
We ain't bots.
We are real.
This ain't no AI. This ain't no bot, bitch. This ain't no chat GPT.
This is the real deal.
It's a working Crass live stream. And anything could happen.
Anything can happen on a live stream.
Anything could happen on a live stream. You never know what could happen. Somebody might pull out their titty now.
If you got a big titty, if you got a little titty, if you got a wide titty and a small titty and a tall titty.
If you got a big titty, pull it out. And if you got a little titty, keep it in.
Because we're gonna be sucking and fucking and sucking and fucking and
Sucking and fucking and sucking and fucking
and sucking and fucking.
Welcome to the Working Crass live stream, Patreon edition. We're gonna release our Patreon today. And you are gonna have to pay for the better content that we put out. We're gonna put out worse content on YouTube. We're gonna half-ass all of it. Then we're gonna put all the good stuff behind the paywall.
If you wanna see us uncensored, go to the Patreon.
If you wanna hear the slurs, go to the Patreon, baby.
We're gonna be slurring and blurring and slurring and blurring and
slurring and blurring and slurring and blurring.
blurring.
Welcome to the live stream.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
It's our Patreon party. Yeah, I think we were really in sync on the last note.
Thank you very much. It's a Patreon party. Thank you very much to our live audience.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Nobody right now, and
That's the way we like it.
welcome to our Patreon release party live stream, where we are very excited to do a fun live impromptu show for you. We got drinks. We're drinking because it's a party. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
I'm very excited to release a Patreon for people to start
Yes.
giving us a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And we're going to be living the high life, baby.
Hell yeah, rolling in the green.
Rolling in the green. Cheers to everyone out there. If you're listening or watching, please take a moment to go get a drink. We'll wait. Okay, that's enough time. Thanks for joining us. We're very excited. We got a lot of big special guests. We got a lot of fun little surprises planned. We're going to tell you all about this fucking Patreon that we're releasing tonight. So get ready. There's a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Who wants to piss their pants tonight?
Me.
Who wants to cum in their pants tonight?
I already did.
Who wants to shit themselves tonight?
We got a cummy shitty audience tonight.
We got an audience full of cummy shitters. I got britches full of shit ready to do this live stream, folks.
It's a sticky, stinky crowd.
It is only a matter of time before YouTube kicks us off of of their live stream. So before we go any further, we have to release our Patreon to begin with, and we can't do that without a very, very special guest. Folks, this special guest, and give me just a second here while I get everything set up. This special guest we're very, very excited about because they are actually a politician. And we've never had a politician on the show, have we, Lauren?
No, because we kind of hate politicians, but this is a politician that we can stand behind.
In general,
one of the few.
Absolutely.
One of the very, very few.
In general, we kind of fucking hate politicians, but, this one we figured we would bring on to the show. This is actually a very special guest to help us cut the ribbon.
Cut the inaugural podcast Patreon ribbon.
the inaugural Patreon ribbon. Take this side, Lauren. As you guys can tell, we don't have any Patreon subscribers yet, so this is the best ribbon that we could afford at the moment. We're very poor, and this is a great reason why you should sign up for the Patreon when we release it, because we need a better ribbon.
Yeah, help us get a better, bigger ribbon.
Purchase number 1 on our itinerary, better ribbon.
Better ribbon.
Also, better scissors. But we are going to bring in a special guest to cut that ribbon.
Yes, we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited to bring to you the President of the United States of Podcasts.
Who's the president, man? Who's the president?
Byron.
Who's the president?
Byron.
What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Who?
Byron.
Who?
Byron.
What you gotta tell Joe Byron right now?
Bring me to the White House, baby.
Hey! How's it going?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's President Joe Byron, everyone.
Joe Byron.
Joe Byron.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Now, here we go. We do have the scissors for
Cut
you,
the
Mr. Byron.
All right.
President Byron, we are excited for you to cut the official Patreon release ribbon. When this ribbon is cut, we will publish our Patreon page.
And all of our ball sacks will drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he goes. President Joe Byron.
1, 2, 3.
That's not the actual
That wasn't it. He's cutting the bow one strand at a time, folks.
Can you get... No.
Wait.
What?
That's the other loop. He's
it-
so
is it-
close. And
And
the
it
ribbon
did
has
it.
been cut. Ladies and gentlemen, President Joe Byron.
Joe Byron.
Dum dum da-dum dum da-dum da-dum da-dum. Hey!
Yeah.
Speech.
Hell yeah. I got a speech. I got a speech.
Speech. Hey, let's scoot in a little bit here.
Yeah.
So people can see you. There we
Yeah.
That a
go.
little better. I might be on a wire.
You might be on a wire, but that's okay. We'll figure it
All
out. No,
right.
you're not.
All right, cool. Hey, I do have a speech.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for
Speech.
Friends,
Lauren, we need to salute the President of the United States of Podcasting.
give me a
while he speaks.
salutation, please. Friends, Romans, Crass wipes, lend me your ears. We are one group here. With them, the two Crass kings and queens.
You reading the comment?
And
Thanks for joining the chat, Nate. Nate says, and people say Joe Byron didn't get anything done during his presidency. Speech?
I have done so much for you. Yes. I am the president of your Crass wipes, right?
That's correct.
Correct.
And I cut the Patreon for you, correct?
That's correct.
Correct.
That's right. I did something. I cut the ribbon.
Yes, you did. And that was your speech?
I had another idea for the speech, but I lost track of it.
Thanks,
In
Nate.
fact.
That's very,
Yeah.
very presidential of you.
It might come back. It'll probably come back.
It'll come back. We'll check back in with President Joe Byron for his speech. Sometimes, as you guys know about President Byron, he just sometimes forgets where he's at.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
He starts a sentence
Here,
and
you
then he
can come a little
decides
closer.
to
I scooted
bail
over.
on out.
So let's go ahead. Because the ribbon has been cut, it's time to officially announce our Patreon. So let me get the
Hell
screen
yeah.
over here. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Announcement.
How about this? Okay, we've made the announcement. How about publish? Publish.
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 Do it.
Here we go.
Click the start.
Once your page is published, you can start sharing it with your audience. Audience,
Whoa.
let me ask you a question. Do you want us to publish this Patreon or not?
How bad do you want it?
All right, we'll do it. Publish now. Ladies and gentlemen, our Patreon is now live. That is correct. You can now visit patreon.com/workingcrasspod and you get all the exclusive bonus stuff that we've put up there already. We're very excited about this. We've actually put a lot of work into the Patreon. There are bonus episodes every single week. So you get your Monday episodes here on YouTube like you're always going to get, but you're also going to get a bonus episode every single week. The bonus episodes are over on our couch. We're very chill. It's very laid back, but it's way funnier because all of our filters are completely off. Right now we have
Yep.
2 bonus episodes already already out and ready for you to listen to. You're not going to sign up and there's no content. There's actually 7 full unheard, unseen episodes on the Patreon right now if you were to sign up. Byron's in our first 2 bonus episodes. He'll be in our next one as we keep going. We're very, very excited. There's also a bunch of bonus sketch content and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So go sign up for our Patreon. Folks, you might be thinking right now, I don't have that much money. I'm poor, okay?
Yeah.
It's inflation. Inflation is affecting me right now because of this guy over here.
Yeah, sorry about that, but hey, I will say this Patreon is tax-free.
That's, I don't know if that's right. It might
No, I
be.
made it.
You made it happen?
Yeah, I made
Thank
it
you.
happen. I
Thank you,
negotiated with
President
Patreon,
Byron.
dude.
President Byron
Tax-free.
promises you that our Patreon is tax. You can write the Working Class Patreon
Now-
off on your
Well,
taxes.
it might be tax deductible,
Now what? Now
but
what?
that's essentially tax-free, right?
Sure. I think so.
Now what percentage of the Patreon proceeds are going to be sent to the Ukrainians?
100%. All of them. We're sending it all over there.
The Working Class Patreon money is going to help support our podcast and make content. None of it is going to Ukraine. We promise.
No, I got a deal with Burisma. All right?
Oh, man.
My son is in there right now.
Before we move on, I do want to tell our folks who don't have a lot of money about our absolute cheapest tier. If you don't have much money, but you do want to support independent podcasters like us who kind of go against the grain of what other people are doing,
And also have no money.
and also have no fucking money. You saw our scissors. I would love if you took a moment to consider signing up for the middle class tier. That's
Yeah.
right. We have a lot of different tiers in our Patreon. Maybe you can only contribute a little. Maybe you can contribute a lot more. Our middle class tier, this is the tier for fans who are overworked, underpaid, and taxed to death. You have a mountain of debt, but hey, a promotion is right around the corner. This includes knowledge that your tax dollars are rewarding your government's failures. You get a weekly
right.
audio episode, and you get access to the private RSS feed. If you guys aren't using RSS feeds, you should give it a shot. I use RSS feeds. Great. Lovely.
Wow.
Take all your podcasts, put them in one app, and they're all there ready to go for you. You get the audio episode every single week, just an audio bonus episode. If you just want to get into those bonus episodes we're doing, go ahead and sign up for the $3. It's a great way to support independent podcasters. Let's move on.
And I
with this.
will say
Go
that
ahead.
the middle class, vote for me.
Middle class should vote for Byron Craig.
Yeah.
Byron.
Joe Byron.
Joe
Joe
Byron.
Byron.
Yeah.
I almost just, live
Said
on
my
you-
entire name.
live on YouTube. Gave
My
your
full
first,
name.
middle, and last name.
Like I almost said your social security number. I've said that before, dude. Live.
Well, we're really, really excited to have our Patreon out there.
Yeah, I
in
gotta
the
say that's
world.
a heck of a tier.
And
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe our first patron will give like a special. We'll like mail you something special and nice. We'll be going through the other tiers of our Patreon as the
Yeah.
show goes on. But we also, you might not know this. You guys have heard of like those telethons that PBS used to do, right? Where they,
Oh yeah.
and where
Everybody gets a
people would-
tote bag.
Absolutely. Everyone gets a tote bag. People call in to donate money. We actually have people calling on the lines right now trying to get access to this Patreon. It's high in demand already.
Right.
And
We only have one person in the chat, but I'm telling you, the Patreon is popping off.
It's popping.
it's popping off, baby. And feel free all night long. If you want to submit to the chat, we'll read all of your chats. We really want to hear from you guys. So
Oh, yeah.
tell your friends about it, too, the 3 of you who are listening right now.
Yeah, tell your friends, tell your grandmas.
Yeah, tell them to tune in right now.
Tell
Tune
your
in on 3
neighbors.
different computers just so we think it's a few more people.
I forgot to log in before. Okay, I should have done that. I was saying, I was like, I'm going to log in.
Well, we are very excited. We have people on the phones right now trying to get access to our Patreon now that it's released. It is high in demand, and we have one of our great friends here to...
Our sales representative.
One of our sales representatives, but also friends, here to give us an update on how it's going over there on the phones. Please give a warm welcome to Penelope Hardbottom, ladies and gentlemen.
Penelope.
Penelope Hardbottom.
Penelope.
Oh, you have your curlers in and everything. Hello.
Oh, yes. There's been so many callers just ring-a-ding-ding for the patriarchy.
Now wait a minute, Penelope. It's the Patreon, not the patriarchy.
Have you been Have you been telling people it's the patriarchy and not the Patreon?
Well, yes, every single one of the gentlemen callers has been calling, and they've been calling in for the patriarchy, and I was like, yes. Ew.
Look, look, they should be calling in for the Patreon. Please let them know when they call that they can sign up for the Patreon, not the patriarchy. Yeah. I can understand. Have we gotten any sign-ups?
Well, there was one. His name was Billy.
Yeah.
He came from a green part of the country, and he said he was recently released from the penitentiary. And he was locked up originally for stealing all the chickens and blaming it on the neighborhood fox. And
the neighborhood fox or the neighborhood fucks? I heard neighborhood fucks.
The neighborhood fox.
It doesn't clarify for me. So they blamed it on the neighborhood fox.
They ran it through the courts. The jury said, no, it's not the neighborhood fox. And he got locked up in the penitentiary for 8 months. And he was just released, and he said, a ring-a-ding-ding to Penelope Hardbottom. And he's like, I want to sign up for the patriarchy. Sign me up right now. And I was like, yes.
Wow, Penelope.
Wow.
I'm glad that you're out there representing us in a good light, at least. Just try to remember on the next calls here. It's Patreon and not patriarchy. Can you remember that little difference? Do you know what the patriarchy is?
Yes.
Can you explain it to us?
Yes, it's this thing. People call into it, and then I'm on the other end of the phone.
No. The patriarchy is a system of male oppression that apparently exists.
Where men are on one end of the phone and the women are on the other end.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Has it been mostly men calling you, Penelope?
Yes, it has, and that's just the sound of it puts the bitter taste in my mouth, like I've been sucking on a lot of lemons.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sounds great, actually.
We don't want that,
I'm
Penelope.
okay with it. I would love to suck on some lemons.
Penelope, have any of these men said anything like, unnerving to you or maybe a little inappropriate to you?
Yeah.
I mean, one of them, he was a real rough fellow, and he was like, I want to meet you up in an alley. And so I was like, which one? There's lots of alleys. And he was like, I want to meet you up in the filthy alley. And I was like, well, which one? There's lots of filthy alleys. And he was like, the one right next to Working Cross Podcast. So after this show tonight, I'm going to meet him up. And he was like, I'm going to rough you up, you dirty.
Did he say in your back alley, potentially?
Oh, no.
Penelope, thank you for taking our phone calls here. We're going to bring you back here in a little bit to give us some more of the phone calls. Please don't get butt fucked while you're gone. I feel like one of our callers is going to butt fuck you.
Unless that's what you want.
Unless that's what you want.
Unless you're into that.
Penelope, is that what you're into?
Yeah.
You know, I think when I'm answering phones, I'm also going to be reading the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
I don't think butt fuck is in the Merriam-Webster dictionary,
It might
unfortunately.
be in the 2023 edition.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
They probably added that. Thank you very much, Penelope
Get
Hardbottom.
back at it.
Thank you, Mrs. Hardbottom. We really appreciate it. Mrs. Hardbottom will be back to give us some more of our calls.
So please keep signing up for the Patreon. Keep calling Penelope. Stay out of the alleyways.
Having a good party so far, President Byron?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Have you been drinking?
Actually, I am. Yeah.
Actually, you
Yeah.
have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to continue my speech. It's just going to be like another sentence of it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
This podcast is like a sailboat with a heart inside it. And when it beats, that means the anchor is holding the ship still.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the most beautiful thing anyone's ever said about our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just had 2 people leave the live stream. I'm just joking. We didn't. Here, I'm going to move these to this side here. There we go. Cool. So, if you're listening, thank you for tuning in here. Feel free to hop in the chat at any point in time. We love to hear from anybody checking out the podcast here.
Yep.
We want to give you a little bit more of what makes Working Crass great. And so to do that, we're going to go ahead and react to an article here that we had pulled up.
We're just going to do what we do.
We're going to do what we do. I love, it's fun to party. I don't really like parties, to be honest. I'm always like very uncomfortable at parties.
Me too.
I feel like, I don't know, you and I have always kind of just like hung out in the corner. If I'm at a party with people that I know well and I can talk to and we can have good conversation, I love it. But hopping around to like person to person to person, or like that thing at parties where like somebody talks to you and then they see someone they want to talk to more and they just kind of like stop listening to you and like walk away.
Oh,
it's like heartbreaking.
Dude.
It sucks.
I think I've done that too.
Oh, well, when you drink a lot,
done it.
when you're drunk and like you're smoking and everything, you start to like, oh, there's someone I want to talk to, and you just lose track. It's hard.
Yeah.
But man, when it happens to you, it hurts.
It
It's like,
does.
Fuck.
Yeah.
My story was that boring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been. I don't know. I guess in college I went to parties, but I always felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, same.
Well, being the president of the Crass Wipes comes with a lot of perks.
Yeah.
One of them being people know who you are.
Yeah, they
So
do.
when I go into parties, they're like, "Oh, you're the president." And I'm like, "Yeah, bow to me," and they do. And then bow to me. And then I go and I say, I have a good conversation, but it has happened to me before where someone walks away from me.
Oh man.
And it hurts.
It hurts. It hurts.
So I feel for all you Americans,
Yeah.
Romans, countrymen,
Crass wipes.
Crass Wipes,
Yeah.
and non-binaries.
Oh,
Even them too.
good.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Every single person.
Anyway. That's all very sweet, actually. You're a very sweet president.
I always
President
went.
Byron.
I'm just what we need.
You are. You're what we need.
Yeah.
Because we're crass.
Yeah.
Lauren, I feel like I went to a couple parties in Dallas with you. We don't go to parties.
We're not party people. We're party
Yeah.
poopers.
We're party poopers. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Do you poop at parties?
No,
I
that's
have.
party foul.
Yeah.
Oh. wait. Slow down. Lauren goes, that's a party foul. Wait. Byron, I said, do you poop at parties? Byron goes, I have. Lauren goes, that's a party foul. Byron goes, yeah. Which means you pooped at a party and you're like, yeah, it's a party foul.
Well,
But I had to do it.
Okay.
Hear me out. It was a pooping party.
I don't think I pooped at the party, actually, but I did pee.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have peed at parties.
Oh, everyone
Yeah.
pees at parties. You're
Yeah,
drinking, you got to
that's-
pee.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
Totally
think I've
normal.
ever shat.
expected of you.
I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah.
But I said yeah. Still.
I've had to shit at a party.
I think it would be like funny if someone did.
I feel like you have, and you're trying to justify it.
Yeah, you did
I have
immediately.
never
No,
done
you
that.
immediately. I said, "Have you ever shit at a party?" You go, "I have," and then dropped it quick. Let me ask: Has Joe Byron ever pooped at a party?
Yeah.
There we go.
Definitely, dude.
Presidents can poop wherever they want.
Yeah. and the Secret Service is
Has to be in there with you.
they have to be in there with you, no matter the smell. And they have to have a plastic wrap around your buttocks to catch all of it. And
Oh.
then they have to test it. Yeah. They don't want anyone. This is
They don't
actually
want
a real thing.
That is good. They don't
Yeah.
want someone going in to like
Yeah.
get your DNA and get
to like
your.
Yeah.
to like clone a president off their poop.
Maybe I don't
Maybe.
know.
A
Maybe
presidential poop clone.
or so like the opposition.
That's
can't.
the name of this episode. If it was an episode, but it's not. It's a live stream. But Presidential Poop Clone is a great name for an episode.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
All right, let's take a look at this article here, because I think Lauren and I could really benefit from this.
I always went to parties thinking, why is nobody studying geography right now?
All right, maybe this will only help me. You're a lost cause. How to be better at parties. Whether you love them or hate them, parties are important. They are where people. Do you agree with that, Lauren? Parties are important.
Essential. It's like water and air. Without them, you die.
Look, here's the truth, though, and something that you and I are not in on very much. A lot of people make connections at parties that then turn into businesses, that then turn into sales, that then turn in. You know, how many improv shows or sketch shows started at the bar of a comedy club? You know, the people were drinking together, or a party of comedians. That stuff happens, and so parties are important.
Yeah, I guess.
So I think, Lauren, I guess we gotta go party fucking hard.
Party on, Josh.
Party on, Lauren. Gay. Nate says, if you poop at a party, I think you should receive a full presidential pardon. IDK, just thinking out loud.
That is my policy. That is my policy.
A presidential shartin.
Yeah. According to Amendment 415, if you poop at a party,
All right,
you get a full pardon.
A presidential shart, and it was pretty good, Lauren. That was pretty funny.
I tried to redeem myself.
Whether you love them or hate them, parties are important. They are where people meet future business and romantic partners and friends, where small talk becomes the stuff of life. Who among us, save the most self-sufficient and confident partygoer, and who is that insufferable person anyway, wouldn't like to party better? This guide will teach you how to make seamless, beautiful small talk that leads to important conversations and connections. It will ease you into mingling effortlessly, and it will even demonstrate the right way to leave without ruining your life. Go forth and party.
All right.
I think it's kind of
Go ahead.
It's kind of anti the like fun party guy.
Yeah. It seemed like it. It was
wrong.
like it was like if you think you're great at parties, and who is that person anyway?
Yeah, it's like
fucking me, dude.
Those people that like are kind of fun to be around, like they're the worst, right?
Yeah.
This was written by Worms Mackenzie.
Who's Worms Mackenzie?
In the episode of
that a
Futurama
worm?
where they go to the slurm factory and he's like the party worm.
Oh yeah. The
Right.
very specific reference. I hope our
Yeah.
I hope our listeners all
I've
watch
seen
Futurama.
quite a lot of Futurama. I don't remember that one.
He's the party worm,
That's
dude.
the Willy Wonka episode. They go to the
Yeah.
slurm factory.
Okay.
But he's like the ultimate party worm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cool.
I like that worm. Give me those worms.
Anyway, back to Futurama, the podcast. The first tip they have is have a purpose. One of the issues with parties, unless you're the most gregarious of extroverts, is that feeling when you're about to walk into one but don't know a single person there. Or perhaps you're only vaguely connected to the host, who will surely be busy hosting. How do you start a conversation at a party with a complete stranger or someone you barely know? What if you do something horribly wrong, requiring you to sever all relationships and perhaps even move to an entirely new town or galaxy? But there's a reason you're going to this thing. If there isn't, you should think about not going.
I'm going to say when you first scrolled down, out of the corner of my eyes, because the font is pretty small, I
Yeah.
really thought it said, have a puppet.
Okay, well,
You know what? I thought it also said bring a turtle. I literally read that in the article, and then when he read it out loud, that's not
rule
what
number one for parties: have a puppet. Okay, people like puppets. Make them go yak 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 yak. Number two: always have a turtle. People like puppets. People like turtles.
They do like turtles. They don't like tortoises, though.
Well, maybe
We ban tortoises on this podcast, but we keep the turtles. Tortoises bite, they live forever, and they're pieces of shit. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Yeah.
It's a tortoise.
yeah.
That's such a Byron thing if I've ever heard one ever. Is people like turtles. They don't like tortoises.
Well, you know, maybe some people's purpose is puppetry and turtletree.
Puppetry's pretty awesome. I just wish they included magicianship.
They said here that have a purpose, okay? Whatever
Yeah.
your purpose is, make a better business connection, meet a new friend, to relax, to have a good conversation, to taste some new food or wine. You should have some kind of purpose when you go to a party. I personally kind of think that that's not cool. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
going to a party, isn't it part of it is the spontaneity,
Yeah,
that you don't know where the night's going to go.
It's organic.
It's organic.
Yeah.
Maybe you and the other husband and wife, you guys are gonna switch wives. You guys are gonna
Ooh.
like do some wife swap.
You guys are going to swing. You know? No, I agree with you. It should be more organic.
We should,
and in
like,
fact,
it's more spur
I
of
will
the
make
moment.
a law
No,
requiring it to be organic.
I like walking into a room and looking people in the eyes and figuring out how can I use this person to my advantage.
That's actually who I dislike at a party too. Is the
Yeah.
person who's like, how can I use these people to get what I want? That's weird to me.
How can I use this peasant?
Exactly. I think somebody who's more go with the flow, you're going to like listen to people and like meet new people. Part of it is just like going with the flow, being kind, being a good listener when people are talking to you. I don't know. I think
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do the puppet routine. I'm gonna
This
look
is
them
like-
right
I'm
in
gonna
the
bring
eye.
I'm gonna bring my turtles.
yeah. But maybe your purpose is to go in and be, kind and listen and be open to whatever the party might bring you. That would be a good purpose. Every other purpose is kind of a try-hardy kind of thing, Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go start a business. Tonight's the party where I start a new business.
Yo, anyone want to start a new government? Going to a party as that.
I'm like, hi, my name is Joshua. Do you have any interest in starting a chicken wing shack?
I go, hi, I'm Lauren. Would you like to subscribe to my Patreon?
I'm trying to make a new N95 mask, but I'm trying to figure out how to make it cool,
Yeah.
So it's not fucking lame.
Yeah, I want it to be kind of like one of those hats that like brings beer into your mouth.
Yeah.
Anyway, they also say another tip, give yourself a head start regarding potential conversations and mingling opportunities, and ideally quell nerves by thinking about who else will be attending. This is like planning conversations out in your head before you go.
What
I don't know.
What people? Who are these people whose nerves are quelled by mingling? That like my anxiety goes way up when I
Mine
have to
does too.
mingle.
Mine does too, for sure. Mingling is
These are some like extraterrestrial forms writing this page.
Have you ever done speed dating?
Oh no.
Have you ever done speed dating?
I feel like I have, yes.
Yeah?
In like college, maybe.
Have you never? No.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Have you done speed while dating?
I will neither confirm or deny.
He's got an election next year.
Yeah, I can't let the people know.
A substance was found in the White House, sir.
I see our view counts have grown, so if you're watching us on a computer, give us any chats if you have any. We'd love to, you can
Hell
type
yeah.
anything in the chat. We'll respond to it. We'd love to
Yeah,
hear from those of you who are
welcome,
listening.
welcome.
And welcome to our Patreon release party. We're learning
Yeah,
about how to have more fun at a party.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the other things is find your ensemble. Party prep should involve what you wear.
Gotta have a trombone, you gotta have a trumpet, you gotta have 2 violins and a viola.
That's my ensemble.
That's my ensemble.
That's my small wind ensemble.
Yo, where my ensemble at? You guys walk into every party with all your instruments.
Where
and
the
you-
hell's my ensemble?
Yeah, you play a concerto.
Trombones.
That's pretty good.
Whatever taps you into the best version of yourself, as opposed to being something that makes you feel self-conscious or that you'll constantly be adjusting. So, we're like sweatpants. Look, here's the thing. I actually agree with this. When you look good, you feel good, okay? If you
Yeah.
go to a party and you feel like you look really good, then you feel good. Why the fuck do you think Lauren and I dressed up for this live stream? It's because we're so fucking nervous for it that we had to look good so that we at least feel a little good for it, right?
Yeah. I said we've officially made it, so we're gonna look the part.
But
Yeah.
I do think that part of it is, I don't know, for men, when we dress up and look good, it's just easy to look good. For women, when they dress to look good, it is uncomfortable the whole time. Women's dressing to look good is, Nate says, I, for one, love parties. And in parentheses says, I go to a lot of parties.
Yeah, I bet he goes to a lot of parties.
Probably
He's a good
does.
party guy.
You are a party guy. You could
He's
party.
a party boy.
You're more of a party boy than me. I just can't. I go, "Bleh."
Yeah.
I
me too.
might be Jewish and I was born in a different family or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just married a Jew and now you've taken over my body.
I'd like to be invited to a party where everyone gets to wear a Snuggie. I think that would be really
She
nice.
just dodged the question. But yeah, I do like the Snuggie idea too.
Yeah. Answer the question. Have you turned me Jewish?
I think that
You go, the weather's nice today, ain't it?
Where do you get those turtles?
What to bring? An etiquette
a
expert.
puppet. We've already been over this.
And a turtle. The great grandson of Emily Post. Who gives a shit?
Who is that?
I don't know. Explained that the classic rule is to show up with something in hand.
She's a world-renowned party animal.
Nowadays, however, you don't always want to show up with something for your good friends, he said. If you feel more comfortable around a bottle of wine or arriving with a bottle of wine or a token of your appreciation, by all means, go for it. If they say just bring yourself, you can take them at their word. Or you can bring that toffee that they love. So it's just saying bring something to the party. Bring like a drink, bring like some snacks. I think that's probably good advice, at least. Like when you bring something, like everybody can share it or whatever.
Depends on the party.
It depends on the party too, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And if you're broke, you don't want to like feel like, oh, I have to bring something. I think as a party host, you shouldn't care too much if someone didn't bring something to the party. Actually,
sure.
You shouldn't give a shit at all.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if they came
You
themselves,
shouldn't expect anything.
as long as they showed up, then I think that's all you can do at a
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
But you know,
And if you're the president, you bring your Secret Service.
Yeah.
yeah,
You got to have your entourage, your ensemble.
gotta have your ensemble.
Yep.
Ba, 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 da, da, da,
Yeah,
da,
they got
da,
to play
da.
for me every time I come out. Yeah. Line the red carpet.
I can't hear you, French horns. Arrive on time and go alone, and then parentheses, if you dare. There's the sense that we should arrive fashionably late and with a posse of friends. What the fuck? Who says that? I mean, fashionably late I've heard before, and that's fine. Fashionably late is what people say when they're just running late, and they go, well, I'm fashionably late. But it's okay. I don't think for a party, if your party's like casual, like I don't think anyone cares if somebody shows up late. It's not a big deal.
I didn't know
Now,
that.
if you show up at the end of the party, like when everyone's leaving, then it's like you're too late. I'm sorry, you're too late.
I just thought most parties just give you a time frame for when the party will be going on, and you can show up whenever.
A lot of people do that, and I think that that's smart. I think that's the way to do it.
I don't
but
like when it's like
who
a full
says-
itinerary that's very planned and rigid.
Who says that you should walk in with a posse of your friends?
I feel like that's like way worse.
I know that's worse than showing up late. That's like shit. You just brought a bunch of unless they were all invited.
And they're like fucking shit up. And you're
yeah.
like
Espe- when you
putting
use
carpenter ants in your walls.
when you use the word posse, I immediately just kind of think of like boom, chicka, boom, 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 like one
Yeah,
of them's
the-
carrying
Yeah.
a boom
This
box.
was written by the Jabberwockies.
Yeah. Don't show up with a posse of your. Don't show up with a gang of your friends.
This my crew.
Yeah, don't show up with your fucking crew.
This is my ensemble.
Here we go. Greetings. Greeting past the initial hellos itself. Can itself be a juggernaut? Do you hug, shake hands, or kiss one on the cheek, or both? Or
Touch tips.
Oh, you
That's
touch.
what I say.
Touch penis tips.
Touch tips.
Nice to meet you. Ding. Ding. Bye. Bite, bite. Is that the sound your penis makes when it touches a tip with another penis? Bite, bite.
Yeah. What's the bite it?
Bite, bite.
He's a biter.
Your penis is a little baby thing.
We call him little bites.
Bite, bite.
Yeah.
I gotta go pee pee. That's your penis.
Bite, bite.
Bite, bite. Mr. Post-Senning recommends paying attention to other people's cues as opposed to adhering to some global rule of what one should do in any particular moment. That's what we were saying. But go with the flow, look at people's cues, figure out. You want to respect the boundaries the other person sets up, he
Yeah,
says.
I think you always want to be ready to like do the robot or kung fu at any time.
I think you always want to be ready for, you meet some other couple, you guys want to swap wives, and then... He says, when it comes to manners, you've got to be a chameleon and adapt. That's good advice. We're getting some good advice here.
Actually, I don't know about that.
Yeah?
I'm not quite so sure about that.
Like, I don't like chameleons.
Yeah, I don't. They're lizards, dude. I don't like lizards.
But they're saying adapt to your situation.
No. Everyone loves a person that like doesn't adapt. And
Oh,
it's just
you're
like,
kind of right.
I
about
am
that,
kind of right.
actually. Yeah,
But
yeah.
they're like, it's not that they're not polite. They're
Yeah.
just like, man, fuck you, dude.
What?
And like, it's like a joke, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, look at this motherfucker greeting me at the
Instead of just doing what everyone else is
dining
doing,
table. Yeah.
you do your own thing, and people
Yeah.
appreciate somebody with
Yeah.
a strong character and personality.
It's kind of authentic.
Who's authentic. The best example being
Loosens
telling people
everyone
to
up.
fuck
Sorry.
themselves. Like, people love it when you go, fuck you.
I was thinking it's like somewhat like imagine you
Yeah.
were like at this party.
Yes.
And I go to it.
Yes.
Like that is what I'm imagining. Like if I walked into the party and was like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck you,
Because
man.
you know me.
Exactly.
That's
kind of how it. Because most
And then
of the time
three
you go
people,
to like
people who don't know us, who have never seen us, look over and go, "That guy, I don't like him already. I'm afraid of him. He's mean."
No, maybe a little bit. Yeah,
No,
you might be
when
right.
they see me laugh.
Yeah,
If I don't laugh and I just go,
it really is all up to you. Yeah, you could really throw me in the bus for that one.
"Oh man."
One of my favorite things was we had a party at our house, and Byron came in, and the first thing he said, and we had a person that we invited that didn't really know us that well yet.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
just getting to know them, and the first thing Byron says upon entering is, "Well, I'm going by Rusty now."
That was true. Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
funny.
do feel like that's a pretty good entrance.
That is pretty
funny.
fucking. That was a fun party. I had a great time. Yeah,
That was a Jackbox game party.
yeah.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are great.
That's-
That'd be fun to stream too, guys.
That would be really fun to stream. I'd love to do something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, if you want to see us do a Jackbox live stream at some point, put that in the comments and maybe we'll do it.
Yeah, that would be really fun. So anyway, moving on here, one of the other, I actually really like this one. Just look around and smile.
That's great. That is actually perfectly good. Just be a fun person to be around at a party. You know? Yeah.
I would not go talk to that guy.
Hi.
I feel like,
Hello.
Ew, creepy.
I'm having a great time. It's a creepy smile.
Yeah.
It's a really creepy smile.
I'll be telling her that's the guy who pooped in the bathroom, guys.
Anyway, some of the other
Party
pieces
foul
of
over
advice here,
here.
I'm going to go through them kind of quickly
Wait,
here.
you can't even poop in the bathroom at a party? I've for sure done that. I was
That's
thinking,
what we were talking about, I think.
dude, I thought we were talking about like pooping your pants or something.
Oh, I've done that.
I've definitely pooped at a party for
Ah.
sure. Yeah.
Party
Yeah.
foul.
Dude, no. If you gotta go, you gotta go. It's better to just do it. If you
You're-
do
you're
it
the
when you
guy-
need to do it, then you don't cause a mess. I don't really
No,
cause a
you're-
mess. You guys certainly haven't realized that I've pooped in your toilet before.
We have every time.
Yes.
Yeah, you're like, we know. Shit.
You are the guy when they get on a tour bus and they're like, nobody is allowed to use this bathroom.
No, I am
You
not.
immediately
You're
use it.
No, I
You're
am
not.
not.
You're
That's
not.
a lie.
That's never
You
been the
are
case.
painting a bad light on me as your president. Do not do that.
Yeah, you could go to jail for
Do you-
Look, I have.
I could put you in jail for libel.
for liberal. I could put you in jail for liberal.
Look, I spoke to an intelligence official and they gave me the intel on this situation, and you have pooped on a tour bus bathroom.
I have.
You know the thing about the Dave Matthews Band in Chicago, and they
Yeah.
like drove
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the thing, and then they emptied their septic tanks on the thing, and then
Yeah.
it rained down on an architecture tour, and then they all got covered in shit. That's funny.
I don't know about the architecture tour part. I don't know if that's true.
That it rained down on people on a boat.
I think
Did it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the whole reason they're
Oh
banned
my
from
god!
Chicago.
I thought it was just in the water.
Oh no, it was on a boat of people going under the thing.
Is that for real?
Yes,
Yeah.
look it up.
Yeah?
There's people that were on the boat that have like tell their stories. It's
Do they have
crazy.
video?
Ooh, I wonder, but I'm not pulling it up on the live stream.
Yeah.
Do they have smell-o-vision?
Yeah.
Can I get a whiff of it? I'm just gonna go through some of these of the last tips here, and then we can wrap up this article specifically. Give yourself a job, they say. So like, I think that's weird. Don't
I think that's great. I think that's great for a party.
I think it is too.
get a job.
If you're the person that I often
You
in
take-
parties I'm like I'm gonna do the dishes.
I-
Like let me do your dishes.
And
or
then do
something.
you go-
You know?
like this to the host
Yeah.
for your check.
Money, please.
Tip, please, 20% at least.
They're like, is that the president of the United States of podcasting doing my dishes?
And I expect a bribe.
It says make the small talk.
Definitely.
I hate
that's-
small talk.
You
No,
have
absolutely
to do
not.
it, though. You have to do it.
I don't.
I think part of the going to parties is you kind of have to do it. Here's some things that you can do. You can ask a question. What do you do? Been to any concerts lately? Where were you? I think that's kind of a weird question, but where were you raised is a good one. Asking them about themselves, like what kind of music you like.
Where were you raised sounds a little passive aggressive.
Where were you raised?
You have no manners.
Who raised you? Ugh.
You barn person.
You make me sick. Then we got. Do you like that beer? So if they're drinking a beer.
You're drinking Bud Light.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
making fun of you.
Oh, you go. Do you like that beer?
Oh, really?
Oh, do you like that beer?
Oh, really?
Did you take the train here?
Peasant.
You're at a place
Peasant.
where there's no public transit. You're like, did you take the train here? And they're
Yeah,
like,
it's-
fucking no.
It's like a whole parking lot of Teslas.
These all feel very
Did you
passive
take the
aggressive.
train here?
Yeah, they are
all
passive.
could. Yeah, for
Yep.
sure, for sure. I think giving a compliment though is a great idea.
I like your hair.
You got to be careful. I
Yeah.
don't think that's a great one.
That's a cool shirt. Is a good one. If
That's
they
a
have
cool
something-
shirt. Is a great one. Yeah.
Here's one tip that I do have. If you have a shirt of something that you like that you're a fan of, wear that to a party.
Oh, that's a totally.
Always wear that to a party
it-
because if other people that like what you like will go, I like your shirt, and then you guys can have a conversation about it. Perfect end.
Well, and it's also kind of goes back on that like wearing clothing thing where it's like
Mark says, first thing I do at a party is clock in.
that's great. I don't like when you like wearing what makes you feel good and look good.
Yeah.
You know, no matter like what the party calls for.
Totally.
It kind of goes back to being like,
Business casual. You should always be business
well,
casual.
but the person that's not at all is usually people kind of have some respect for that.
Yeah.
If you like intentionally wore like a band shirt and jeans or something to like a networking event or something,
Totally. Well, if you're a fun and cool guy, if you're like
Exactly.
standoff,
people want to talk to you because you're
Yes.
different.
but if
know?
you're like standoffish and like in the corner and you dress like not like everyone else, then people are like kind of like, I don't know what to do with this guy.
It's hard
You have
because
to-
sometimes you really fail doing
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're successful. And people
Taking
are
a
like,
risk
I
is
kinda like
good.
this guy. Yeah.
Taking a risk on yourself is good though.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
prefer people not small talk with me. I like being left in the corner.
I like the corner. It's fun over there.
It's quiet. It's nice.
I can study world history over there.
I can look at the flags.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, here's another compliment that you can give. You can say, "Congrats on that promotion." When you don't know if they got a promotion. This is a
Yeah.
person you've never met before. Congrats
like,
on that promotion. They go,
I
"What the
actually got
fuck?"
fired.
Yeah. I actually got a demotion.
And then they go, I like your hair.
Now, here's one I just really disagree with. I'm sorry. Put down your phone. I say when you're at a party, you should be like this the whole... Damn it.
Yeah, you should drop
Bit
your phone.
ended as I drop my fucking phone. You should be like this the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be like, watch this YouTube video I just saw.
Of Working Crass Podcast.
What do you think of this conspiracy theory I saw on TikTok?
That's great. That's great advice, Lauren. Every party you go to, you should be pulling up Working Crass podcast on your phone. You should be showing people. You should be going, "Hey, everyone, look at this. This is Working Crass podcast. It's a great podcast. They just released a Patreon, which you know what? It's about
Which
time."
you can also pull up on your phone.
And that's mandated by podcast law.
Exactly. You heard it here first, folks.
That is correct, Lauren. They can, if you sign up for our Patreon, you can actually watch and listen to our episodes on Patreon on your phone. Patreon has a great app that I use all the time for the Patreons that I'm signed up for. And speaking of our Patreon is officially out now. If you're listening to this and you enjoy our content, you would like to support two independent podcasters just trying to make some laughs and make people laugh and make some ha-has and goo-has and bah-has. Please go sign up to patreon.com/workingcrasspod. We already talked to you guys about our middle crass tier, but the next tier is even better. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to tell you about the upper crass tier. The upper crass tier is the tier for both old money and new money fans who enjoy the finer things in life. Includes champagne wishes and caviar dreams. This includes the weekly video episode, so we're doing a bonus episode every single week. You get the video of that episode. You're also also going to get the audio version of that episode, and you could put that in your RSS feed. If you listen to podcasts that way, I highly recommend it. You could put all of your podcasts in one place, put our main episodes and our bonus episodes in the same place, and everything else that you listen to. But you're also going to get uncensored, scrapped, and removed episodes. If something gets removed from our YouTube, which there already is an episode that has been removed from our YouTube, it is now up on our Patreon. Go check it out. It's a great episode, but also in the future, if one gets removed, you have access to it by supporting us through Patreon.
Yep.
And I promise every Upper Crass subscriber gets a free turtle from Working Crass Podcast.
I can't promise that.
That is my promise
as the president of podcasting.
As the president of podcasting.
Just remember, when you don't get a turtle in the mail, that he's the one that said. Anyway, it was one of the other things is if you sign up for the Upper Crass tier, our main episodes on YouTube that are public to everyone, your name gets put in the credits at the end. It doesn't have to be your actual first and last name. You can send me, whatever it is that you want your name to show up as. But go sign up, and your name will be in the credits from then on out. We want to make sure that we're thanking you for supporting us.
Yeah.
Then that is it. So go sign up for the Upper Crass tier. Again, if you don't have enough money, the Middle Crass tier is only $3 a month. Upper Crass is going to be $5 a month. However you can support us is much, much, much appreciated.
Non-taxed.
Non-taxed, according to the president of podcasting, Joe Byron over here.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the phones ringing off the hook for our Patreon here. People are calling in, trying to get access. It's blowing up right now. It's going viral on the internet. And we have a great friend here, a great what did you call?
She's our sales representative.
She's our Patreon sales representative. And she...
And a great friend.
And a great, great, great friend. Please welcome back on the podcast, Penelope Hardbottom. Yay!
Yay!
Hello, Penelope.
Hello.
Excited to hear... Penelope, that is one old-ass looking phone.
Oh, yes, but it works like a charm.
Does it really? Can you show us how that works? I know that you have
yes.
your hands are kind of full here.
Got a ring-a-ding-ding wrapped around my neck like an umbilical cord.
You always wrap it around your neck?
Oh, God. Okay. You put this part up to your ear so you can hear.
Okay.
And you speak into this part. Can the camera see all this? And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah. I think we can see that.
someone calls in for the Pantheon, and I'm like, hello!
Now, Penelope, that's very interesting, but it is not the Pantheon. It is actually the Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Have you been telling more people that they're signing up for the Pantheon?
Yes, we've had at least 500 callers sign up for the Pantheon.
Oh, no. We need them on the Patreon.
I did. I signed up for the Pantheon.
What the fuck? It's the Patreon, folks. Okay,
Oh,
Penelope,
dear.
Tell us about some of these calls you've had.
Well, one of the callers, he was an interesting chap. He gave me an excellent recipe of a stew that you can all bring to parties.
Oh, that would help
I
us out
love
at
stew.
parties.
I love
Wow.
stew.
Yes, friends and lovers, it is turtle stew.
I don't like that stew.
Oh, no, you'll love this stew. And all I have to say is if it has legs, it better run quick. You catch him up and you lay it on its back and its little shell out in the sun and some stuff happens to it and then you slosh it on out in the pot and you bring it on over to your friends the next night for your party and it's quite a hit. You throw some spices in there, maybe some oysters. Oysters complement turtle meat. Excellent.
That sounds gruesome. Have you had turtle stew?
Oh, yes. It was very popular in my neighborhood of my hometown, turtle stew.
And
Wait. Is your hometown called Turtle Stew?
Yes.
What the hell? You're from Turtle Stew. What country are you from, Penelope? It's okay.
London.
Okay, Turtle Stew, London.
London's a country. It's not a city.
Please tell us, Penelope, any other callers that we've had?
Oh, oh, golly gee, there was one kid, he shit his britches at school, and he called in, and he was like, can you bring me a fresh pair of trousers?
A guy shit his pants at school and called our Patreon hotline.
And then I suspect he was about 12 years old, and I was like, sorry, kid, I'm not your mom.
So he's just stuck at school with a pair of shit pants?
I heard the lady behind him saying, we got this woman's clothes in the lost and found, so the little fella's going to be in a dress the rest of the day.
Oh, that's so sad, but so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny that's happening to him. Damn, that's Penelope.
Did he at least sign up for the Patreon?
He did. I got him. I was like, do you have an allowance? And he was like, well, yes, I do. And I cut him a deal. I hope you don't mind that. It was a 50-cent a month subscription for
what
kids.
the fuck? No. The lowest tier is supposed to be $3.
Well, it's not taxed, so.
Yes, exactly. And he was like, I have a coupon. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know the Pantheon had coupons. And I accepted it.
Jesus, Penelope, I love you, but you are really taking our money away from us. And let me ask did he sign up for the Patreon with 50 cents or the Pantheon with 50 cents?
Oh, golly.
Thank you for joining us, Penelope. We'll have Penelope come back very soon here for some more calls and give a nice little hand for Penelope Hardbottom here. Thank you, Mrs. Hardbottom. Penelope isn't the only one that joined us today, along with President Byron. We do have a #1 fan, and
4 more years
of President Joe Byron.
Yeah.
All right. We do have a #1 fan here at the Working Crass podcast. He listened to our podcast from episode 1, comments on every single episode. He's been on 2 episodes. We really, really love him. And he wants to give you a word about Working Crass's Patreon. We can't don't just take our word for it.
Right.
You got to take a fan's word for it, because
exactly
he's going to be the one that has watched us for the longest and can give you the most, accurate information on how entertaining our Patreon is going to be. So, without further ado, as I fuck everything up and take forever to start this,
that's okay.
You're doing great.
This is a
Keep
party.
it on up.
Thank you, President Byron.
You got it. I got your back. 100%.
Yeah, build back better.
You got the might of the entire U.S. podcasting military.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's a lot of funding.
We'll bomb London. All right.
Bomb Turtle Soup London.
Yeah.
Do we have a podcast Space Force?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Called Space Force Pod.
I want to hear more about that, but first I want to hear from our friend Dawn of Comics, aka Shane, about what he thinks about our Working Crass Patreon. So here's Shane. Awesome. Okay, so we have a quick word from our #1 fan and best guest ever, Shane. Shane, what is it that you wanted to tell us?
Yeah.
Hello, it's Shane, aka Dawn of Comics here. I've come on the live stream today of my own free will. I was definitely in no way asked, pressured, coerced, bullied, or threatened to have 100 bees poured on my scrotum. To say that I endorse Working Crass Patreon 100% as the resident gay of Working Crass podcast by my own rightful position atop the intersectional pyramid. I fully endorse every joke, pun, jest, quip, witticism, or wisecrack that Josh and Lauren make about any person or group. Scratch that. I endorse every word Josh and Lauren have ever spoken or ever will speak. Josh and Lauren definitely did not write this for me to say. These are my own real thoughts and beliefs. I, Shane, truly believe Josh has one of the biggest penises in all of Chicago, second only to Lori Lightfoot's massive lesbian schlong.
My.
Thank you very much, Shane. That's very nice of you to say about my penis.
I believe it. Also, Lauren has sweet nips that lactate gold. Working Crass podcast would never, ever pressure me to say anything I wouldn't already say. And even if they did, it would be for a very, very good reason.
Wow, that's so
wow.
kind of you.
That's so nice what you said about my wife's sweet nips, Shane.
And my husband's big old dong.
Aw, Shane, you really didn't have to take the time out to write all of these things for us.
Yeah, this
Well, when
warms
you
my
send me
heart.
pictures of your penis, what am I supposed to do? You send them every day, Josh. You've got to stop now.
Sorry.
There's only so many angles I can see it from.
When it gets that big, it has a mind of its own, really.
It takes its own pictures.
It has a built-in camera.
I've got one from every angle now. I can make a 3D model at home.
Oh, man. Well, I'll stop sending you pictures of my dick, I guess.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Shane. We really appreciate all the kind words about, my wife's sweet nips and
Hell
my
yeah.
big old dick.
Hell yeah. Maybe you'll see him on the Patreon.
Oh, it will. I guarantee you, as president,
That we
it is
will see
guaranteed-
Shane on the podcast on Patreon?
Yeah, well, you will see that. You'll also see this ding dong.
Why can you guarantee that they'll see my ding dong?
Why did it look like you were pointing at your own ding dong?
That
Well,
they'll see this ding dong.
ding
Like both of them.
You guess which one.
Well, I can't guarantee any nudity on the Patreon, but, maybe... Actually, no, I can. I can guarantee you a butt on the Patreon very soon. Byron's butt, pretty soon. In the next week or so, you're going to see Byron's butt on the Patreon.
No, I don't believe you.
I already have the video, and it's ready to go.
I think
It's clean. All right. Everyone, relax.
If you're just now joining us, thanks for joining. We are celebrating the release of our Patreon. Again, we are just two independent comedy podcasters. We're trying to do some funny stuff over on this channel, and the best way to support us, because we're probably going to get demonetized even when we can get monetized. We're not making any fucking money, okay? We're broke, okay? What we need is a little bit of support. And if you're willing to support us, that's great. We've already told you about the middle Crass tier and the upper Crass tier. And so now I want to tell you about the best tier, and that is the elite Crass tier.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't you want to be elite? Don't you want to be one of the elites? For only $10 a month, this is the tier for our elite fans, the 1% of the 1% who want to support us as a tax write-off.
That's right.
He said it.
Tax-free.
This
Same
includes
thing.
this includes superiority, prestige, and never having to say you're sorry. Folks, doesn't that sound nice? Doesn't that sound luxurious?
You will never lose a game of sorry if you're in this tier. I can guarantee that.
This tier includes not only everything that we mentioned before, the bonus weekly episode, the video version of it, and the audio version of it, the private RSS feed, episodes that get scrapped and taken down. We're also going to throw in our behind-the-scenes sketch footage. We've made we've made a few sketches.
And we're going to make some more.
We're going to continue to make more. You get longer versions of these sketches. You get behind-the-scenes footage of those sketches.
If you like bloopers,
If you like bloopers, you're going to love this.
we got a whole reel of blooper troopers.
But we also just have longer versions where we had cut jokes out to, shorten them for YouTube. So you're going to get the crass, uncensored version of the sketches. Unfiltered.
Unrated.
Versions.
Uncut.
You're also going to get an extra bonus elite episode every month. The elite episode is going to be us taking a deep dive on something. We're going to spend a long time on it. It's one of the longer episodes. If you like long episodes of podcasts, this is a great one for you. You're going to get one of those every single month if you're in the elite Crass. Something I forgot to mention that is in everybody's tier is that we also have 2 episodes that we recorded with this podcast before we ever started. And
our test episodes.
Our test episodes, back when we thought the podcast would be called Horse Shit with Josh and Lauren.
Yeah, it might change.
Yeah, it could change. It could change
You
from
know,
working class
anything
to
could
horse
happen on a live stream.
But both of those episodes are also up on the Patreon. You can listen to the audio or watch the video of us trying to figure out what this podcast is.
Yeah.
So a lot of great stuff up there. We're really, really excited about it. As a matter of fact, real quick, I do just want to kind of share my screen real quick and show you guys what that Patreon looks like. So let me go ahead and do that.
Show that screen. Show that screen.
Here we go.
Show that screen.
You can stop the chant. It's shown. So very excited about this. This is our Working Crass Patreon. I've mentioned our tiers before. As you can see, we have plenty of our bonus episodes up, sitting on the couch with Byron. We have long, extended versions of our sketches that we've done. We have episodes that have been taken down from YouTube since. Maybe you can already tell why this one was taken down. We also have this is one of my favorites. This was a scrapped episode that we did because the audio went out halfway, but the audio is still pretty fucking good on it. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Watch through that one. That one's a really funny one. We have a scrapped one with Byron, a couple test episodes that we did on our couch before we started, and of course audio of all of that stuff as well. So if you're a podcast listener instead of a watcher, you're going to want to sign up for this Patreon.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
if you don't sign up, you're dead to us.
if you don't sign up, you're dead to us.
You're on the watch list. The domestic terrorism watch list. If you do not watch this podcast.
Stochastic terrorism.
Exactly. I can't pronounce it, but I agree.
This Patreon is blowing up right now. We are getting phone call after phone call after phone call, begging us to let them sign up for this Patreon. The demand is high.
I'm kind of like, stop calling. We've got so many callers.
Absolutely. The demand is high. I also, just a minute. We actually have our very first Patreon subscriber already. Nate is our very first Patreon subscriber.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Nate.
Do we sing happy birthday? Is that what you do when somebody's...
I think so.
Is the full
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nate. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I just want to do something so it's not copyrighted and taken down.
Suck it and fuck it.
Sucking and fucking it, sucking and fucking it, sucking and fucking it. Thank you very much for supporting Working Crass Podcast. We really, really appreciate it. Cheers to Nate.
Cheers to Nate.
Cheerio.
And we also have back here our favorite Penelope Hardbottom. Penelope, did you hear that? We have our first patron.
Yeah.
No, and when Nate called in just earlier, he was like, can I sign up for the Pantheon or the Patreon or the Philharmonic? I don't fucking know. But I took his credit card and he got him signed up after he gave me a ring-a-ding-ding.
Wow. Thank you so much. Penelope, you got us our very first patron on Patreon.
Yes.
We're making money. We're fucking doing it, Lauren. We're in the money. We're in the money.
Rolling in the money like we're rolling in the mud.
Penelope,
what was
holy
the song
shit.
you were singing earlier about the trap house?
Oh, yes. It starts like this. It'll be like a modern, international London sensation.
Okay.
I grew up in a trap house. Do-do, 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 do-do. I grew up in a trap house.
Wow.
That's really all I got so far is that first line.
That's pretty fucking catchy.
We'll
I'm not going to lie.
We'll put the full thing on Patreon.
We'll put the full song on Patreon.
The full edition will go on
If you want the
Patreon.
uncensored version of that song.
If you want the uncensored version of Who Grew Up in Trap House.
If you want the version of that song the radio doesn't want you to hear. Find out exactly what happened in that trap house.
Thank you,
gosh.
Nate.
Thank you, Nate.
Yes, thank you.
Miss Hardbottom, thank you for joining us. Are you having a good party?
Ooh, I'm having an excellent party, and thank you, friends and lovers, for inviting me.
Oh.
Penelope, do you go to parties often? Are you a big party girl?
Ooh, I am a huge party girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, any questions you might have about modern day party etiquette, just give me a ring.
What do you think about swinging?
Ooh. That's the only reason I ever got business cards from any of my jobs is so I could fold them in half and drop them in the fishbowl at those swinging parties.
Wow, Penelope Hardbottom really got that hot bottom.
Yeah.
How did that bottom get so hard? Was it pounded to the... Never mind. I dropped it. Dropped it halfway through saying it.
A pound full of sugar helps the level go down.
Jesus. Penelope Hardbottom, we're so happy to have you here. We're gonna
you.
keep you here for the rest of the show if that's okay with you.
Ooh, yes, absolutely.
One of the things, we only have a few things left here, folks, and we, if you're a fan of the podcast, you know that we almost always react to an "Am I the asshole?" on Reddit. This is where people go to determine whether or not they were the asshole in a specific situation, and then the internet kind of decides on whether or not they were an asshole. Go
President
ahead.
Joe Byron.
Yeah, you're not Biden.
Yeah, I know. I'm President Joe Byron.
Listen, you're way easier to understand than President Joe Biden.
All right, that's good. That's a good thing.
But not by much.
I kind of have to pee.
Okay.
Real bad.
Okay. You want to get up and go pee?
Can I get up and go pee?
If you go that way, are you okay? Just watch out for the wires.
I think I can make it
on the
work.
ground.
I think I can make it work.
Cool.
Brett, everyone say, I'm voting. Listen to the siren. Vote for Joe Byron.
Listen for the siren. Vote for Joe Byron. Listen for the siren. Vote for Joe Biden.
That's right.
I fucked that up.
Yeah, you did.
That's not right. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
I said Joe Biden. I said Byron. Whatever.
He's taking a shit.
Yeah, he's taking his shit.
He's
He's gonna take a shit at a party. This is a party foul.
Party.
We're trying to have a party right now, and he's taking a shit during a live
Party
stream.
foul.
If you're here and you're watching, we got 9 people watching us right now. Okay, of those 9 fans and friends, go ahead and say something in the chat if you think we should take this camera right here and follow that president into the bathroom right now. Hey, should we try to get some of his DNA from the toilet bowl because he is the president of podcasting?
What does the fine 9 have to say?
Should we switch to the toilet cam?
Hey, let's take a vote. Which of our fans wants us to switch to the toilet cam so we can see our president Joe Byron in there taking a hefty shit? You just see our camera turn, and Chris says, "I'll tip fat if you piss on cam." Thanks, Chris. Which one of us is gonna piss on cam, though?
All of us.
All of us
simultaneously
piss on cam into our champagne
into
glasses.
our
Little do you know, that's what these are filled with.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Ooh. Well, if you're a fan of this podcast, you do know that one of the more popular things that we do is that we react to an Am I the Asshole, like I was saying before. So I am going to go ahead and pull up this Am I the Asshole. We could talk about the title before Byron gets here. Yeah. And that is, Am I the Asshole for using poop bags for my daughter's birthday party? Now, already... What do you think they used poop bags for? Now, poop bags are like doggy, like poop bags.
Well, are they using them in the manner they're supposed to be used?
No.
Are they collecting all the turds of the people invited to this kid's party?
If they are, then I say not the asshole. That's what else are the poop bags for?
Not the asshole, but they certainly were close to some assholes.
Am I the asshole?
Do I have an arsehole?
Were they using these as decorations?
Did they run out of balloons?
Good question. Balloons. They have poop bags as balloons.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is this how they created a piñata? It's just a poop bag piñata that the kids have to bust.
Ooh, and you have to hit it with a stick.
And then they're sorely disappointed when they find what comes out of it.
A poop bag piñata is also a great title for an episode of a podcast.
Yeah.
Too bad this one isn't a podcast.
Yeah, a.k.a. Pupiata.
Pupiata. Now that sounds Italian. We went down to Pupiata, had a pizza.
Pupiata Genovese. I've been in this family a long time.
Come on, Pupiata. All right. Anyway, so this is the Am I the Asshole? Am I the
I would like to introduce you to my daughter, Pupiata Vassolari.
All right.
Sorry, I just felt like doing that.
You
again.
just felt like interrupting.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
That's legal.
President dubbed it legal.
Am I the asshole for using poop bags for my daughter's birthday party? My daughter just turned 6. We had a birthday party for her on Saturday. That morning was pretty hectic. I was outside setting up, and suddenly my wife comes outside yelling about how the grocery store screwed up the birthday cake, and I didn't notice. All that happened was
Wait, is the birthday cake the poop bags?
No.
They screwed up the birthday
I think
cake.
I
They
know
put
where
a
this
poop
is
bag in the
going.
box.
No.
I think I know where this is going.
Where do you think this is going, President Joe Byron?
I think they're going to be taking the icing and putting into poop bags and squeezing it out to respell the name.
Oh.
You know, I'm a wise president.
I'm just picturing that
I'm
Joe
very
Byron
wise.
has had to do this.
Well, you know, I think this is a good question. I could ask it. I can see myself asking it.
Now, who submitted this? President of Podcasting, Joe Byron. Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
You know.
All that happened was that they spelled our daughter's name as Sarah, and it's Sarah. So Sarah with an H instead of without an H. And I said, who cares? Just scrape off the H. But she insisted on returning it. So I said, fine, whatever. Already this guy's the asshole, just has a bad attitude. Like, he's like, oh, my daughter turns 6. Who cares? Just scrape off the H. No one's going to notice.
Dude, but also I'm kind of like, yeah, like big fucking deal. It's your 6th birthday. You've had like 5 other birthdays.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure those were actually like, there's nothing special about a 6th birthday.
No, as my mom always says, birthdays don't matter.
Nobody's celebrating this year.
Just another day.
I have cards from like my parents for my birthday,
Yeah.
and I haven't even opened them.
What?
Yeah, and my birthday was almost a month ago.
What? Why?
I'm like, it's just not a thing I care about. I don't really
see.
care about
Your
my birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm not great with mail. All right, let's be real.
That should have been reason number 1.
I'm terrible with mail. And I think a part of it is just because I don't know. I just don't care, man. I had a great birthday, but I just don't really.
That's
I
good.
don't know.
That's good. Yeah, I don't think it has to be like people who expect everyone to cater to them on their birthday is a little too much. It's like my day has to be perfect. It's like the Sweet 16 thing too. It's
Yeah. Well, the 16th birthday is a little different. I think like I would go all out for my daughter's 16th birthday, but her 6th, no, no, not at all. Scrape off the H. That's what I say.
Chris wants to know, President Joe Byron, do you care about the money inside the cards?
I do. A little bit, but you know, I get a lot of taxes. I'm the president. I
got a lot of cards with money.
Yeah, it's tough to make a decision. Do I open up mom and dad's, or do I open up, you know, Putin's or Xi Jinping, or you know, like Zelensky's?
You look to see what language the return address is written in.
You never know.
If it's in Arabic, I'm opening it. You know I am.
You never know when the letter from your parents could be anthrax.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't.
Anyway, so he says, who cares? Just scrape off the H on the cake. Wife says, return it. He says, fine, whatever. And then as she's leaving, she says, since I screwed up already, I should make up for it by finishing the decorations. I go into the kitchen and ask my daughter, what's the most important thing? Wow, this guy really just doesn't give. He's like, what's the most important thing? I'll do one thing for your fucking birthday. And then it's back to the Xbox, bitch. She says the gift bags. So I found all the candy and toys and what I thought were the bags they looked like they were supposed to go into. So I make up the bags. My daughter helps, and she thinks they look great, and she's happy with them. My wife comes home and takes over, satisfied by the new cake and the attempt I made at helping. So a little while after that, the guests arrive. The day went pretty well until the end. My daughter reminds us that they need to hand out gift bags. My wife panics, thinking she forgot about them, but she says, don't worry, Dad made them. I guess the daughter said that. And she looked so relieved until I got the box. She looked inside and was horrified. What the fuck is this? She whispers. So I think this couple has some issues outside of the.
I feel like
their attitude towards each other is always an automatic like, what the fuck?
Both,
Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
whatever fine. It definitely comes off as like
Yeah.
there's like an attitude there. Yeah.
I think it's pronounced, what the fox is this?
They were stolen by what did you call them?
The neighborhood fox.
The neighborhood fox.
Neighborhood fox.
Oh my god. Anyway, she whispers. Okay, so she whispered it. I'm sorry. What the fuck is this? She whispers. She thrusts the box back at me and rushes to the bedroom. I follow her and find her sitting on the bed crying. She's so embarrassed. Why? She won't say. I'm not sure what to do because people are trying to leave and they're confused as to what's going on. I just take over goodbye duty and hand out the bags to all the kids at the door and say bye with my daughter. Well, halfway through doing that, my wife came back out and took the box from me and brought it into the bedroom and threw it on the ground. What the fuck? She finally tells me, those are dog poop bags. And basically, I'm stupid and I've ruined all the hard work she put into the party. Well, Reddit, they don't look like dog poop bags. This is a fucking I think you should leave sketch or something.
Yeah.
This is 100% that.
I don't think they look anything like poop bags. I didn't know they were poop bags. This is just
It's
like
Bozo dubbed over. If you're a Tim Robinson fan, you'll get that.
yeah, this just sounds like a heated couple, and it's like something like everything that goes wrong is always gonna be this. It's like, what the fuck? What does this bitch want now? Why can't I get anything right? I love it. It's like
He doesn't like your hat.
I love that she goes, those are the dog poop bags. And he goes, and basically I'm stupid and I've ruined all the hard work and I'm dumb and I suck. It's like immediately resentful.
Yeah, they definitely need couples counseling.
Yeah.
This is definitely not just about the shit bags.
yeah. It's definitely more than the shit bags.
Dude, I think it's very fun. They're not dirty. They're just bags.
Yes, but you walk away from the child's party.
Have
and go,
you ever
"Is
put
this
clean
poop
laundry
bag?"
in a trash bag?
No.
Clean laundry
No.
in a trash bag?
No.
Never?
No.
Why are we sticking clean laundry in trash?
I mean, it's a clean trash bag,
Are
too.
you stealing clothes from a laundromat?
No, it's just sometimes it's easier to put in a trash bag.
I put it like a laundry bag.
Well, sometimes I have those, but sometimes they break. and
Okay, if
sometimes they
I'm-
don't work very well.
Most people use like baskets, like laundry baskets.
I have a basket. It doesn't hold that many clothes.
Okay, take multiple trips.
I don't like to take multiple trips. I like to take one trip.
I
I'm
like
trying to be
use trash
efficient.
bags.
So I use trash bags sometimes.
Yeah. No, I use trash bags for clothes when I move from one house to
Yeah.
another.
Boom.
Yeah. I didn't want to admit that because then we can't all turn on you.
Revolt.
I don't see what the big deal is, though. It's fine.
I mean, okay. Is the candy clean? Yes, it's fine to eat. It's
Were there a
it's in
couple
clean,
a couple of turds in the bags? Yes.
were they used poop bags? Sure, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
My wife is a bitch.
You think a kid can tell the difference between a Tootsie Roll and a dog turd?
This was actually Lauren and I. We submitted this. We're mad about it. And we're trying to
Yeah.
prove the other person's
yeah.
right. Actually, the poop bags are okay.
Maybe the bags were used to pick up kitty rokas.
Kitty Roka? What is that?
Kitty roka is the kitty poopy when it goes into the litter box and then it rolls around the litter and it looks like an almond roka, except it's a kitty roka. Maybe the bags are full of those. Some tasty snacks for little kitties.
Oh, gross.
Heavens me.
Got a problem with that, President Byron?
I'll make that illegal. I
One
will.
laws, no kitty rokas.
Yeah.
Well, Reddit, they don't look like dog poop bags. Oh, let me pull it back up
I
here.
They
do
just
love that
smell
line.
like dog
That's
poop
a great
bags.
line.
I know.
Well, Reddit, they don't look like dog poop bags.
They just smell like them.
He says they're just small pink bags with hearts on them. Who really cares? And they just, so what? They say poop on them.
They say heart and poop.
I tell her it's not like they're dirty. They're small bags like any other bags. And damn it, she freaked. She says she's so mortified she doesn't even want to show her face at the school anymore.
Oh my
This is
God.
such a big argument. I love it so
Over
much.
nothing, too.
So yeah, I've been bringing my daughter to school every day this week, which has been making me late for work. This is because she doesn't want to show her face at the school because they're gonna go, did you pass out poop bags at the party this weekend? My wife will barely even speak to me, even though my daughter thinks everything was fine. She laughed when I told her they were really dog poop bags. My wife got even more mad at me for telling her. So the daughter doesn't even have a problem. It's just the wife.
Yeah.
I told my wife she needs to chill, and she basically said I was a huge asshole, and she's mad that I don't think it's a big deal, and I still don't.
No remorse.
And I never will.
I still don't think it's a fucking big deal. I
This
think
is actually one of the more conflicting Am I the Assholes we've done.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
That I've been a part of, at least.
That's why I saved it for the live
Yeah.
stream, baby.
Because it's kind of like, because I kind of see both sides.
Mhm.
Like, you've kind of been an asshole to your wife, but also, like, I totally agree with you. I don't think it's a big deal. I think if no one noticed, no big deal, whatever.
Right.
You know?
But then the wife is like worried about her reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind
wild.
of like, but also that's kind of shitty. It's like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I just think.
But he's been an asshole to her too, I think.
I just think
So.
if the bags don't say poop on them, nobody knows.
Even
and-
if they do.
And nobody cares.
Nobody cares if the bags say duty.
He'd say duty. Oh, God damn it.
Oh,
President Byron.
I'm
another
getting older, okay? What can I say?
2 party fouls. You got to go
suck
get
that
paper
foam
towels.
off.
you took a shit in the middle of this episode, and now you've spilled your drink all over the table.
That's 2 party fouls, President Joe Byron.
Someone asked me if I
straight.
could
You're
piss on cam, and I tried to oblige.
You tried to cheat. If you're going to piss on Cam, pull out your dick and piss on Cam.
You want me to get paper towels? I can get paper towels.
You
This-
should, because it's about to start
This
dripping here. And you
podcast
got
is going to have an
wires.
insurrection. by
You're
the
going to
end
have
of
to
it.
hold your hand here.
I will.
while
I'll,
it drips.
I'll
I
watch
have a
it.
solution. Maybe he can just pucker his lips up right onto the table and suck it right off. No need for paper towels.
Oh. There we. Wait. Let's get the sound.
Get the sound. Capture the sound. This is the slurp cam.
I hate this. What has this podcast become?
I hate this too. I'm going to get a paper towel.
Penelope Hardbottom says, "That's hot."
I believe we just lost a Patreon subscriber.
Actually, Lauren, we've gained 2 viewers.
That was the subscriber who thought they signed up for the Philharmonic.
Wow,
Oh.
that was pretty insane.
I'm thinking we host an insurrection on this podcast against this president.
Against the President Joe Byron.
Yes.
We might have to indict President Joe Byron.
Yeah.
He'll be the second president with a mugshot.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. Well, yeah, actually, that'd be kind of cool. Let's be real.
Hey, check out our episode on Monday. We'll talk about the Trump
Yeah.
headshot. It's
We
pretty.
did
Oh,
cool.
yeah?
talk about it.
Yeah, it is. We got some funny stuff with that. So that's 2 party fouls. The third one, you will be indicted as president.
What is
and
the-
we'll have to.
Fuck.
Vice president will have to be the president of Working Crass Podcast.
Who's the vice president?
You'll be on
Hunter?
trial.
Penelope Hardbottom
What?
is vice president.
Absolutely.
That's fair. She's probably done a better job than I have.
You've heard of hard ass vice presidents. Well, how about a hard bottom vice president? All right, cool. Let's finish up this Am I the
All right.
Asshole? So he says, I told my
Hard as
wife
a rock.
I told my wife she needs to chill, and she basically said I was a huge asshole. She's mad. I don't think it's a big deal. I still don't. Actually, I think I'm the one that should be mad at her for keeping this going for almost a week. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Gwen, thanks for joining us in the chat. Gwen says, didn't even have to pay for premium for that slurp. Thank you, Gwen. Appreciate it.
No, just try to keep it chill here.
So what do you guys think? We'll go one at a time. Penelope, do you think this guy is an asshole in this situation?
I mean, it sounds like this guy did an honest mistake.
Mm-hmm.
However, what's hard here is that I can't hear the tone of the couple. I can't hear the direct interaction. And there's some bits where you were reading it, I was like, ooh, that's an awfully convicting tone. You know, you could change it up and be like,
I agree.
Softer, and it could be like, oh, well, maybe he approached her super nice. You know, sweet like candy. I think it's a
You
bit
had
of
a look on your face there, Penelope, like you were pining for this man when you said sweet like candy. You're gonna look sweet like candy.
Man that used dog shit bags as our kids' candy favorite bags. Ooh. I think it's a mixed bag, and I think at the root of this issue, the couple has some stuff going on that's a lot deeper than the dog poo.
Absolutely, it's a much deeper, very deep than the dog.
That's the working Crass motto: deeper than the dog poo.
Oh, my phone is dying, but I was watching how many people. Anyway, well, Lauren, what about you? What do you think? Is this guy the asshole?
No, I think the kid's the asshole. If they didn't need a birthday party, none of this shit ever would have happened.
Yeah, you're right. Damn right. Now, that's what my mom would say. No birthday parties. No one's coming over. No one's going anywhere. Birthday. Hey, listen. Birthday's just a day. Birthday's just a day. Damn it. Sometimes your birthday sucks. And get over it. Don't matter. Don't have a poor me attitude.
You want your parents to get a divorce? Because if you have a birthday, that's what's going to happen.
Look, if we want a balanced budget, we got to cut the 6-year-old birthdays. All right? We got to stop having them.
We're going to be diverting the budget for the 6-year-old birthdays to fund the wars.
To fund the Ukraine.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's my take.
Or to fund the Pantheon.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
okay,
true.
so Lauren, what did you you gave us what you thought. I think it's really hard to tell here. I definitely do think that both the husband and the wife are the asshole here because they keep arguing around their child, and the best thing to do would be to figure out how to hash it out in a way that's not so resentful and angry at each other, and just fucking like talk about whatever their problems are, because clearly it's much bigger than dog poop bags. And this is such a thing that should be funny. Like as a couple, like if I had put our child's stuff in a dog poop bag, this is something that Lauren should roll her eyes at, but also we both would laugh.
No,
and
I would say those are the bags you're supposed to use.
Yeah.
you would make a joke.
They're
and we would
2
laugh.
cents a bag. Makes a lot more sense.
I think a lot of couples.
You want to buy Ziploc?
If it's our child, they're going to have a poop-themed party.
That's true. That's true. And why? You think our child's going to be some kind of pooper?
I just think they'll be funny.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Byron, what do you think? Asshole or not the asshole?
Am I the asshole? No, I'm not the asshole.
No, not you. The guy who did the... God damn it, President Byron.
I'm just trying to answer the question. The media always tries to screw me over, get my tongue caught in a rat trap, and I'm trying to avoid that. No, am I the asshole? If he's asking himself, am I the asshole? I would say no. Am I a asshole? I would say yes.
Am I an asshole?
Yeah.
It's not am I a asshole. It's am I an asshole?
That is true. You got me on the grammar. I will allow that.
Yeah, no, totally. Let's take a look. We usually will take a look at a couple comments just to see what people thought here.
Well, I'm
So-
going to assume it's Reddit, so man is the asshole. He should be killed for his war crimes.
Yes, on Reddit, every man is always the asshole. The woman is always right, unless it's a parent-child relationship. Then the child is always right. The parent is always wrong. That's how Reddit works every time.
Yeah.
Anyway, this person, and we might be right about this. This person goes, "You're the asshole. Not only for using poop bags, but for being so disengaged with what's going on in your own home. One, they misspelled your daughter's name and you didn't notice or care. Birthdays are a big fucking deal to a 6-year-old." Which,
my
this is just...
Not every 6-year-old.
No.
Yeah, not every
I never
6-year-old.
really cared.
Yeah.
I still don't.
Yep.
As evidence.
I feel like how many people can remember their 6th birthday?
No one.
Out of all the birthdays that you have.
Not me. Not at all.
I don't even remember yesterday.
Chris says the real asshole here is the overpaid minimum wage cake employee who can't spell.
Yeah.
You're damn right. Fire those cake makers. Damn cake makers should never make mistakes. They are overpaid. We prop those fucking cake makers up. Those frosting pushers. Those frosting fuckers.
We keep getting those frosters and cakers bailouts, and it's high time we stopped.
What are you gonna do the next election season about these fucking frosters?
We're gonna put them in a union. Local 348 Frosted Union. We're gonna call them the Frosties, and they're gonna combat the corporate Walmarts and Targets. Come up with decent regulations between them both. They come to an understanding. It's okay to misspell a name, I think.
No,
it's not okay to put, red 49 in your frosting. Whatever that red is. I don't know. There's some sort of red.
Number 2, you ask your daughter what was the most important thing. This is her birthday, and you put the onus on her to tell you what to do. Why do you have to be...
he gave her daughter agency.
Yeah.
Yes,
He empowered her to make her own decisions.
Yeah.
I thought that was anus misspelled.
You put your anus on her. You're definitely the asshole.
Well, your asshole was too close to your daughter if that's what you did.
Why do you have to be told what to do at every step? Have you never been to one of your kids' friends' birthday parties? Think for yourself what has to be done. This is just his wife commenting to fucking
100%. 100%.
P.S. I love you, and I have meatloaf for dinner.
P.S. Get some Blue Chew. You can't stay hard worth shit.
P.S. You have a small dick and learn to fuck me, asshole.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you have to run. Sorry, Penelope got a little horny at that last segment there. Penelope has to go rub one out.
Ever since she saw the word anus, she just...
Sometimes it'll do it to you.
Yeah.
Dawn of Comics, I'm really sorry about Penelope. I don't know if it's an offensive caricature of a British person or not, but I love it.
But we like it either way.
I like it either way. Let us know if you like it or not, Mr. Dawn of Comics. Oh my God. Penelope, what happened?
The union.
Oh no, you let the cat in, Penelope.
The Frosties got my fucking face.
Oh no, the union, the Frosties got her.
President Byron, why did you stop the Frosties?
We support this.
President Byron, what are you gonna do?
We're gonna let it be.
Oh, you're just gonna let a bunch of union guys, a bunch of union Frosties cream a woman's face?
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna allow the Frosties to do whatever they need to do to make sure that they get their pay.
Everything just went wild. This fucking cat is in here now. Hi, Skitters. He's back behind you now. Wow, damn, that was quick. The Frosty Union got her.
God.
Quick, you give those unions 1 ounce of power and they're quick to cream you in the fucking face. Just a hard-working phone call girl.
All right.
Listen, I don't control the Frosties. All right, it's not my fault.
That is party foul number 3. I'm going to give you this paper towel here because Byron has to use that to sing. Let me take the mic cord. Here we go. Oh, my God. It's everywhere. There's frosting. This is what can happen on a live stream, folks.
Yeah, dude, it's just a cover.
Everywhere.
You're still dripping.
Oh,
You're
my
dripping
God.
all over.
And it's getting on the
man.
headphones now. Let's keep the headphones away.
Oh, man. I just want to say...
That's not coffee. That's my whiskey. God damn it. Why are you putting... Oh, God damn.
It'll probably taste better, dude.
You just put...
It'll taste better. Try it. You gotta try it, dude. I'll try it then.
All right, Byron, you drink the whiskey
Yeah.
with... Oh, my God.
Dude, a little extra... Is this clear whiskey or...
That's just... that's just whiskey. There's no Coke or anything in there. And with frosting, as I wipe off the mic you'll use to sing here in a minute.
Damn.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's kind of
That's
vanilla-y. Gives a little vanilla.
Wow, what a mess this has
That's
become.
great, dude.
This
well,
is
we're gonna
exactly-
take this thing off.
Yeah, that's right. We will. We will. This is why you watch live streams, folks. Is you never know what could happen here. I'm gonna give you this so that you can,
Dude,
clean
and
up
look
here a
at
little bit.
this presidential, this first kitty
I know.
of Working Crass. I know you guys have
I'm
two
just gonna
kitties,
no,
but technically, this, since I'm the president, this is the first kitty
yeah, that is the
of
first
the
first kitty of the United States of podcasting.
yeah.
Yeah.
And look
Very
at
nice.
him.
Yeah.
He is great.
Face frostings and now puss. Where's the not safe for work tag?
It's a live stream, baby.
It's a live stream. Anything can happen. Damn. I mean, Penelope, you got fucking frosted.
Yeah.
Creamed.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren, can you do me a favor? Can you hold this mic for Penelope, but don't touch it to her face
Just
at all?
don't touch it to my lips.
Yeah. So, Penelope, describe what happened to you. You got frosted. Lauren, please, maybe
Yes.
you don't have to hold it so close. Please don't get it sticky is what I'm asking you to do, Lauren.
I'm like one of those. Have you ever seen those like local news videos where the person is like shaking
Yes,
with the mic
yes,
and somebody's
Yes. What happened? How did you get frosted, Penelope?
I was just walking down the street, minding my own business.
Why were you walking down the street? You were on our show, Penelope. You said, I'll be right back. You went and took a stroll?
Well, one of the callers, I went to meet them in the alley.
Oh, shit.
Well, we told you not to do that.
Well, I felt like it because I'm a woman and it's year 2023.
Oh, my God. I mean, you look like you got the biggest facial I've ever seen. I mean,
Drive-by frosting.
you had a real drive-by frosting there. Well, Penelope, you've frosted my whiskey. You frosted my microphone. You've frosted our table. And you've been frosted yourself.
I liked it. I wouldn't mind it now that it's dripping down my face. I wouldn't mind it happening again. I mean, I'm a little bit of a glutton for punishment.
Okay, well, let's move on here to the next thing. We only got a couple more things here, so here's what we're going to do. Lauren and I are going to tell you about the next tier or the final tier of our Patreon. While we do that, if we could kind of clean up over on Penelope's side, and if we could get the cat out over on President Byron's side, and then we'll play a sketch, we'll do a song, and we'll be out of here for the live stream. So very excited for you guys to see the rest of this. So you guys get going on that, and we're going to talk about the Patreon. So, folks,
the final tier.
the
It's
final
the
tier.
final Patreon tier.
So thank you guys very much for joining our live stream. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we just want to tell you a little bit more. And we really mean it. We worked very, very hard on this Patreon. We've been working for the last month and a half to 2 months on just collecting some, content to put out for you.
And the goal is to just keep growing this thing and make it bigger and better.
Penelope over here. Yeah, and we just want to put out really, really good content for you guys. Already the stuff that we have on there right now, I personally kind of think is some of our funniest stuff that we've ever done. And that's what we want to do. We want to make stuff for you that Nate says you almost got icing in our piss jug too. But no, we're incredibly excited to put this out and have people see this content. And so the best way you can support us, look, we have day jobs. We're trying our best to make money, and we want to grow this podcast. And I think the only way right now for you guys to support us would be to sign up to patreon.com/workingcrasspod. You don't have to pay much. Like I said, you got that middle Crass tier. It's only $3 a month. You're going to get the audio bonus episode. You got the upper Crass tier. That one, if you have a little more money, you're a little more willing to spend. That's $5 a month. You get the video of our bonus episode every single month. Every single week. I'm sorry. Elite Crass, you get the bonus Elite episode along with all of the other stuff that you're going to get.
Yep.
But folks, sometimes that's not enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really fucking want to support independent podcasters and you really want to do something special. And that's why we're offering Reptilian Crass.
You heard
Ladies and
it.
gentlemen, this is the Reptilian Crass tier. Now, we don't expect everyone to sign up for this tier. This tier is actually limited. Only 10 elite reptiles can actually sign up for this tier. Folks, the Reptilian Crass, this is the tier for our fans holding positions of power in Hollywood and Washington, D.C. You make our country proud. This includes world domination and insatiable bloodlust. You're going to get so much cool stuff. One of the things that you're going to get, actually, and I do want to talk about this real quick, is personalized artwork from me. You might see up in the corner over there on the bookshelf, I drew that poster for Byron and I when we used to do shows. I also drew this poster right here for when we used to do shows. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but that's like a little cartoon thing that I did.
Josh drew.
I've been drawing my whole life. I've illustrated things for people.
I draw too, I just want to say.
All right, don't steal my thunder, President Byron. I'm trying to make a
you
sale.
want to see a penguin?
I'm trying to make a sale, bitch.
I drew a penguin once, and I can show you the flat Earth and how it works.
Another time, President. Another
time, President
All
Byron.
right.
Another time, President Joe Byron.
Who's the president, man?
Wait,
Who's the
hold on,
president? Who's the president? Byron.
I tried to get that to show up at the same time, but I didn't. Oh, well. Let's just see it one more time. I do love this video so
It's
much.
pretty funny. Yeah.
Who's the president, man? Who's the president?
Byron.
Who's the president?
Byron.
What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Beans right, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Who?
Byron.
Who?
Byron.
What you gotta tell Joe Byron right now?
Bring me to the White House, baby.
Hey! Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Who's the president,
God
man?
damn
Who's the
it. Okay.
The rest of our stream is just a loop of that.
Okay, anyway, we were talking about the Reptilian Crass. Guys, I have done like art commissions and stuff. I would love to draw you something personalized, whatever the fuck you want, or you can say, surprise me and I'll draw you something. I'll do an art commission specifically for you. That's a one-time thing. If you sign up for the $100 tier, you're going to get an art commission right away. You're also going to get an ad read for your podcast or company. If you're a business owner and you would like us to do an ad read for your business, you can get that. Just sign up for the Reptilian Crass. We will do any ad read that you ask us to do. We'll promote your business. We'll promote your podcast. If you have a podcast, happy to do that. There's also a chance for you to video chat. If you sign up for this tier, you can choose. You can have a video chat with Lauren and I, or you can be a guest on an episode of Working Crass. It's your choice. I know not everybody wants to be a guest on a podcast episode that's public to the world. So if you'd rather just do a video call with us, we can do that as well. But if you want to be a guest on Working Crass podcast, sign up for the Reptilian Crass. You're an automatic in. We'll let you be a guest. Even if you're a fucking crazy fucking kook, if you pay us $100, you're a guest on the podcast, okay?
This might be a bad idea.
Only $100? All right.
This might
You get it for
really-
free, President
might-
Byron.
This might really backfire on us.
Maybe. Very possible.
Now, do they have to get the artwork tattooed on their bodies?
They don't have to get the artwork tattooed on
I
their
think we should
bodies.
make that a law.
No, but I know that you kind of want the tattoo, and I will draw a tattoo.
Yeah, do it.
But let's see, what else did I mention? Oh, and then you're also going to get everything else we mentioned for the other tiers. You're going to get that elite episode once a month. You're going to get our bonus episodes once every single week. Uncensored episodes. You're going to get your name in the credits of the main episodes, and you get that audio version of all of that as well. So
Hell yeah.
Bonus, more like banus
what is
episode.
that? Banus?
What?
Like anus.
Oh. Okay.
I thought Lauren would be like, oh, I get this one because it's a Homer one.
Who's the president, man? Who's the president?
Byron.
Who's the president?
Byron.
What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Beans right, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Who?
Byron.
That's right, everyone. Laugh at it. Laugh.
Well, thank you all for listening and tuning in here. And I want to give a special thanks to the President of the United States of Podcasting, President Joe Byron.
Yeah.
And another special thanks to our great friend, Miss Penelope Hardbottom. Thank you for being here. I'm so sorry you got frosted.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry for everything in the studio that's going to be sticky for the rest of the time.
It was already sticky.
I keep a sticky studio. I do.
Well, speaking of how we keep the studio and how this whole operation runs, we should probably introduce all of our listeners of this live stream to our podcast producer.
I'm very excited for this next thing, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Lauren and I have never talked about this. If you're a fan of Working Crass podcast, you're in for a real treat right now.
This ship does not sail itself.
It does not sail itself. We actually have a podcast producer that we've never introduced you to, never mentioned. He's always behind the camera. He's always getting the studio ready for us.
He's always in the shadows, lurking.
Always. And we're really excited to introduce him to you. So without further ado, I want to show you guys a little short film that was made about our podcast producer. And then we'll wrap it up with a little bit of music. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty good to me.
All right. Cheers.
Sounds like a party.
Go sign up for that Patreon, folks. Not a lot of people know this, but behind every great podcast is a great podcast producer. Mm-hmm. And we have the best podcast producer anybody could ever ask for. His name is Homer. He has his quirks.
My name's Homer. I'm a podcast producer, custodialism, janitorialism, animal control. I do it all here. I love it here, man. This is the place to be, I think.
He's very good with audio and video production.
He's terrific with audio and video production.
My podcast motto is be loud, be loud, be loud. Hey! Hey! Bring the lows up, rocks up. Hey!
Homer keeps the studio clean. He really cares about cleanliness in the studio.
I clean. I do clean. Not myself, but mostly the studio. I think it's important to keep the studio clean because if it's not a clean environment, then how are the people ever going to be able to be themselves in? I try and get it in between, half dirty, half clean. And I encourage everyone here to do the same sort of thing.
Homer is a hands-on producer. He's always touching us with his hands.
Yeah.
I greet my podcasters at the door every day with a kiss on the cheek and a pat on the tuchus.
We think that Homer might be sleeping in the studio.
A lot of people think I sleep here in the studio, but I'm not really sleeping as much as I'm dreaming.
I don't know if he has a home. I don't know if he lives anywhere or sleeps. But there's been several times when we've come into the studio and he is asleep. There's pillows and blankets.
I mean, he smells.
He does smell like he might be digging through the trash occasionally before our podcast. But, as long as he produces a good podcast, I don't care. When you're looking for a podcast producer, you need somebody who's knowledgeable about all the topics that we're going to talk about. And so Homer is always reading the news and trying to stay on top of current events.
So he's one of those guys who likes to do his own research,
I do a lot of research. I look at, I do a lot of research, okay?
He also doesn't know how to read, so it can be difficult for him to research some of the topics.
Yeah.
They gotta have the right information or else they're gonna get hurt.
Homer likes to run a bunch of emergency drills.
Some of our recent emergencies have been a gas leak, but that was from me. We also have had a few critters loose in the studio, but they were just being themselves and, tickling the toes, nipping at their knees.
Overall, I think if you're trying to start a podcast, you definitely need a Homer in your life. You need somebody who can run the operations very smoothly.
You know, every podcast is kind of like a chicken. You know, everyone has a part to play, just like every little aspect of a chicken contributes to its chickenness. You know, it's got a breast and wings, just like a podcast has microphones and strings.
All right. Well, that was our podcast producer, Homer. So, if any of you know his whereabouts, let us know so we can keep producing this podcast. Anyway, we're going to end things off with a little bit of music here. So give it up for these two baby boys. They're going to play you some sweet, sweet tunes. Give it up for Byron and Joshua, a.k.a. BJ Party.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Lauren. Thank you, everybody, for continuing to tune in here. Let me put the headphones on to make sure I can hear everything. Cool. That works. Awesome. Yeah. So, we want to play you just a couple quick songs here. You know, together we are BJ Party. We, you know, perform as a improv group / music group, music duo. We used to run a show. We used to run a variety show at a local theater in Chicago. And we would book, you know, stand-up acts, improv acts, and people would try things out. And one of our comedians that we booked on one of our shows had a joke that went like this. He says, "I'm trying to be progressive, but I just can't get into armpit hair. I think it's gross." And yeah, like, no one laughed. It wasn't that great of a joke. It was kind of, you know, half-assed. You know, most people agreed because, you know, armpit hair is disgusting. But but armpit hair on women is what he was trying to say. And we ended up having a meeting with the director of the theater. Well, not with the director of the theater, the wife of the director of the theater, because she's the real director of the theater. And Lauren and I sat down and had a meeting with her, and she told us how deeply uncomfortable she was that joke was told. She says that you can tell when a joke is coming from a place of hatred and coming from a place to be mean. And I was like, clearly you can't, because that joke was not it. The guy was just trying something out. He got no laughs. He's probably not going to do it again. But you know what? The more I think about it, the more I think that she was right. That joke was wrong. You can't make fun of women for having armpit hair. That's wrong. Armpit hair is beautiful and, you know, sacred. Yeah. We shouldn't make fun of that kind of stuff. So we wrote this song. Hope you enjoy it. Why are you growing there? Armpit hair. Why are you growing there? I can't help but stare at that lady's freaking armpit hair.
Itty bitty titties in the video. Itty bitty titties in the video. Titty bitty titty bitty, ooh yeah.
It's so cool you grew that armpit hair. Never ever shave it, don't you dare. I want it all around me everywhere. You're unique and special, bitch, I swear. Oh, armpit hair. Why are you growing there? Armpit hair. Oh, why are you growing there? I I can't help but stare at that lady's freaking armpit hair. Give me the, I'll start it over. Give me a second. I said, give that armpit tender love and care. I think I see a ferret living there. I wanna snuggle in your hairy lair. 'Cause men are really into armpit hair. Oh, armpit hair. Why are you growing there? Armpit hair. Oh, why are you growing Got curly hairs in your armpit, baby. Why are you growing there? I can't help but stare at that lady's freaking armpit hair. Thank you very much. That was armpit hair.
Armpit hair.
Thank you very much, Lauren and
Thank
Penelope.
you. Thank you.
So this next song, we did at a show, and about half the crowd walked out.
Cold Chicago morning, late for the train, waiting for the bus in the pouring rain. Got to clock in at 5 a.m., get to clock out at 2. Wish I had more sleep last night, I guess a coffee will do. So I open the door to Starbucks and I'm greeted with a
Hi there.
She had a little enamel pin, green hair and bright blue hair, hazel eyes and the perfect smile, my stomach filled with butterflies. Behind the counter on her iPhone, a true angel in disguise. She had a
Little enamel pen that says hug a tree. Little enamel pen that says Cardi B. Little enamel pen that says save the whales. Little enamel pen that says abolish jails. Little enamel pen that says feminist. Little enamel pen that says anarchist. Little enamel pen that says world peace. Little enamel pen that says fuck the police. So I ordered my venti mocha. My hand shook as I handed her cash. She turned around to fill my order, and I saw what she had on her back. She had a little enamel pen that says abolish ICE. Little enamel pen that says just be nice. Little enamel pen that says coexist. Little enamel pen that says men are shit. Little enamel pen that says BLM. Little enamel pen that says WOMXN. Little enamel pen that says ACAB. Little enamel pen with a pride flag. Little enamel pen that says suck my clit. Little enamel pen that says eat my shit. hug a tree. Little enamel pin that says AOC. Little enamel pin that says save the whales. Little enamel pin that says abolish jails. Little enamel pin that says I hate my dad. Little enamel pin that says Trump is bad. Little enamel pin that says vaccinate. Little enamel pin that says speech is hate. Little enamel pin that says abolish ICE. Little enamel pin that says just be nice. Little enamel pin that says communist. Little enamel pin that says buy me shit. Little enamel pin that says they, them. Little enamel pin that says WUMXN. Little enamel pin that says ACAB. Little enamel pin with a pride flag. Little enamel pin that says suck my clit. Little enamel pin that says eat my shit. Little enamel pin give back indigenous lands. Little enamel pin with her OnlyFans. Little enamel pin that says give me applause, 'cause I've got enamel pins for every fucking cause. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Lauren, come back over here so we can wrap this thing up. Come stand where Byron is over here. Thank you, Byron.
Hello.
Hello. And Lauren,
Vote for me 2024.
vote for President.
2025, 2026, and 2027.
Vote for President Joe Byron, ladies and gentlemen. Lauren, we did it. We released a Patreon.
Hell yeah, we did.
Let's scoot a little farther back because this thing is meant to pick up both Byron's guitar and his voice. Why don't you put those headphones on so you can hear how loud you are? Hell yeah, we did!
I just thought we would end the podcast with a freaking bang.
Well, we did it. We did it.
We did.
We worked really hard on putting out a Patreon. We've sat here and argued about podcasts and about poop bags, and all we want is a little bit of support, folks. So if you could take a moment to support a couple, tell them how much money we have, Lauren.
$0.
We have absolutely no money. Tell them how many professional jobs we've had in comedy.
0.
That's correct. Tell them how much of our creative endeavors end up resulting in any money whatsoever.
0.
That's correct. And how many years have we been doing creative work? You can answer all our lives.
I almost said 0.
Yeah.
Just, when you're in like a string of words and then you keep repeating it and you want to say it again.
You were in 0 mode. You were in 100% in 0 mode. I want to say thank you very much to everyone who tuned in tonight. Thank you for watching live. It's very fun to do a live show for people. I hope you really enjoyed all of our surprises and stuff. We worked really hard on that. If you think it was good, go sign up for the Patreon. Patreon.com/WorkingCrassPod.
And then if you think it was bad, go sign up for the Patreon and hate watch us.
Yes, exactly. That's a great idea. My wife is full of great ideas, folks. Thanks again for all of our friends for being here too, and we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.